Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Cozy Cards and Crystals. My name is Joanna, and today it's finally time to start a new video series where I share with you guys and talk with you guys a little bit more about my second addiction besides tarot and cartomancy, which are, you guessed it right, minerals and crystals. Welcome to Mineral Monday. And I want to use this video series to explain a little bit about, to talk a little bit about minerals, explain how I use minerals, crystals, and my spiritual practice, and how I connect and use crystals or minerals together with tarot, oracle, cartomancy, card readings, and all of that stuff. Those will be the first few videos here in this series. Later on, I also plan to talk a little bit and share a little bit about my knowledge that I have collected throughout my 20 years of experience and collecting and studying and learning about minerals and crystals, not only in terms of metaphysical properties, but also in terms of the mineral facts. And I hope that will help you guys to understand those shiny, beautiful things a little bit better, and also to get a feeling for when you go out buy some crystals, how much, what is really rare, what isn't, what is just a marketing trick, and some things that you might want to take a look or pay attention to. Um, but in these first few videos, it's all about connecting tarot and cartomancy or spiritual practice with crystals. And today, the first topic that I want to talk about is cleansing. Cleansing is a pretty important thing, at least for me. I don't do it after every tarot reading, and I don't do it with every tarot deck or oracle deck that comes new in. I mean, you do you, whatever works for you. I just found that I'm not that person that can keep up with these super regular, super often things. And when I put myself doing it and I say I must do it these amounts of times, then I put too much pressure on myself and then I get anxiety. But sometimes there are these moments when you feel like, well, now it's the time. You know what I mean? Now I feel like there's something stuck on this deck or on this space or with me even. I just need, or the situation just needs a little bit of fresh air to just get the energies rolling again. Most of the time for me, it's more like I have used this deck so much now, or this specific reading for this person or with this topic was so intense, and I was so deeply connected that I have the feeling that this energy of this person or this topic or of me, or that when I was in that emotional state, or at that time, or even of a specific place when I take a deck with me, that energy is still imprinted in the cards or in the reading space. And so I don't feel like there is space, or it's like a fresh blank to suck in the energy of that specific moment, or to connect with the other person that I'm doing the next reading for, or to connect with my actual state at the moment, or to be open to that topic that I'm doing the next reading about. And long story short, actually, when I have the feeling like that, these are the crystals that I use for cleansing. So, the most common thing when you think about cleansing is salt. And so, there are two crystal varieties out there that are pretty salt based. The first one being halite. and I will have them written in the video description down below. So if you don't understand my pronunciation or you're not sure about how it is written or spelled, you can look at the video description. This is pink halite. It is only found, to my knowledge, or mostly found in California. It's basically that. It is pure salt, just crystallized, and it gets its pink color from iron inclusions and some bacteria or microorganisms as well that are from that area. This is a mini one. I have a bigger one in my collection, but it's basically crystallized pure salt. And it's really fascinating to look at these things and think that this is salt. You know, everybody knows salt. We eat it, we have it in our kitchen, but this is how it can look also, which is pretty amazing. And because of that salt, it has a pretty cleansing and also a little bit of a protecting energy to it. And so I use this a lot. The other crystal that is salt based, not purely salt like halite is, but it is salt based basically, is selenite. And selenite is a pretty easy crystal. You can get it pretty much everywhere in all different shapes and sizes, as plates, as like soapstones, rough, or as sticks. It's also pretty affordable. So it's not hard to get or hard to find. It's pretty affordable even in some bigger sizes. So it's a pretty beginner friendly crystal or mineral to use. And it is super cleansing, not only because it has a good amount of salt or it's salt based, but also, of course, because of its white color. White standing for purity as well, for a blank page, so to speak. Um, so I often use this when I feel like there is some cleansing and refreshing of the energy needed. The other thing that is a super cleansing crystal is chlorite quartz. So this is basically quartz with green chloride included in it. So the green you see is actually chloride, which is another mineral that is included within the quartz. Here is a little piece. Maybe, yeah, the camera does focus. And so all this greenish, brownish, reddish crumbles in there is chloride. And what I have found is, especially when it's primarily green chloride, it is super, super, super cleansing, revitalizing, refreshing, almost like a disinfectant thing. You can think about it like that, or a cleanser that you put in your water to clean something up. And the last crystal that I want to mention is clear quartz, which is the master healer. It is all about clarity and re-energizing and refreshing your energy centers, aligning your chakras, but also refreshing and re-energizing pretty much anything you use it for. And what I found super powerful and super special is not any clear quartz. Of course, you can use any clear quartz for that, but I actually want to point out laser crystals, which is a specific growth form or habit that clear quartz can grow in. You can see it with this piece. It is pretty long and pretty thin, and it gets thinner to the top and has a really laser sharp top, so to speak. Originally, or the original laser crystals come from Diamantina, Brazil, and they're really, really powerful, highly concentrated um, actual wands you can use that grow naturally, like in these wand shapes as well. And so I love to use this as a wand to put at things and to put some fresh, positive, helping energy in there. And it's like a laser. It's super highly concentrated, strong energy. But of course, every clear quartz in itself, if it's a laser or not, has that clarity um, and realignment and refreshing energy to it. So, because some lasers can be a little bit more higher in price than a normal clear quartz is, or can be a little bit harder to find, especially when it's a true laser, not only called laser, and it actually isn't, but that's a whole other story. So you can use pretty much every clear quartz you have. I also use these crystals to just put on the decks that I have used and just leave it there, like for maybe overnight, sometimes only in between readings, sometimes for days. Sometimes, if the box is big enough, I just put a crystal in there that I feel might vibe with the deck. Or in this case, when I feel like it needs a little bit of cleansing, or put it on a selenite plate. You can get some pretty good sized plates of selenite and just put your deck on there. Just with selenite, be careful, it is super soft on the most scale. And what that means, it's like it is so soft that you can actually scratch it with your fingernail even. So just be careful or aware of that. And so these are my cleansing crystals. I hope this video was informative and helpful for you in any way, or maybe even just entertaining and inspiring. Let me know down in the comments if you already use some crystals for cleansing. What does your cleansing practice look like? And what are your cleansing minerals and crystals that you have or use for cleansing? How often can you say cleansing in one video? Um, if there is any variety of crystal that I haven't shown here that you use, let me know down in the comments. We are all here to learn from each other, to inspire each other. If you have any questions about the varieties of crystals and minerals that I showed right here, or about my cleansing practice, also feel free to ask. I would love to hear from you guys and connect with you guys. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if this was helpful for you and you want to see more of this. Subscribe if you haven't already so that you don't miss another video of mine. And thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye.